Hello, welcome to another episode of my video. This is going to be for the ladies and also for the men. Okay, I'll quickly like to talk about our looks when we are married. Now, for those who are already married, you know that marriage can be very busy, and in most cases, it is difficult for you to keep up with your looks. If you're not conscious about it, you end up looking like a rag, because marriage comes with so much responsibilities. There's too much to do, too much to think about. There is tension, there is stress, there is happiness, there is joy. It's just a mixture of too many kind of feelings. So if you are not conscious of yourself, you will end up forgetting to look good or taking care of yourself. So, as a woman, when you're married, I have a few advice and practical steps you can take. Especially when you have kids, when you wake up in the morning, if you can wake up early before the children, you can run and take a bath. Because I've come to realize that when you wake up and get busy with too many other stuff, you end up having your bath kind of later in the day, because you get too busy and carried away with caring for the kids. So if you can wake up earlier, have your shower before the kids get up, you'll find out you have more time to refresh and maybe get dressed and look good, and the start of your day is going to look beautiful. But then, if you do not have that time to have a shower early in the morning, please, ladies, do not go to bed without having a shower. Do not lie down in bed and you're smelling all sweaty. You remember when you were dating and you were in a relationship, you always looked good. You always looked your best. You always smelled your best. Now, when you are married, it is very important for you to smell good. It is very necessary for you to wear a perfume all the time. It is necessary for you to use a deodorant, to help with the sweat from the armpits area. So like me, when I've not had my shower in the morning and I'm getting busy with the kids, I try to touch up a little bit, put on some deodorant and put on some perfume, and try to dress into something more appealing. I'm not tying wrapper on my chest or wearing this kind of big ideal papa t-shirts that some of you put on and you look so unattractive to your spouses. So what I want to say today is, if you're in this shoe, you're a mother and it's really very busy, be conscious about it. Learn to stop whatever you are doing and quickly go and touch up a little bit, put on some perfume or some deodorant. Do not allow yourself to be all sweaty and smelly and you've not had your shower. It's a very big turn off, you see. So please make sure that you put yourself together. Learn to put on something kind of attractive. Buy new stuffs, new lingerie. Some of us, remember when you were about to get married, you buy a new set of, undies. Some of you have worn that same set of undies for almost 3 years. You have to make changes. You have to buy a new set of undies all the time. This is going to keep the attractiveness in the relationship going, and your man will always feel close to you. Learn to take care of your breath. Your mouth is very important. Brush in the morning and brush at night, so that you always feel fresh. You always feel good within yourself. You have this confidence in yourself. Whenever your mate is around, you won't be feeling shy or feeling like, am I smelly? You don't have to ask yourself. If you're smelly, you will know. Please treat yourself the way you also want someone else to treat you. Learn to love yourself first. Take care of your hair. Make sure that your hair is neat, even if it's not made. Even if you've not plaited your hair or worn a weave on or a wig, put it together, put it in order, and make sure it smells nice. You can touch up with some perfume, apply some perfume on your hair so that it smells good, appealing. And also, when it's time for you to go to bed, please learn to go to bed in a nightgown. Do not tie your wrapper to bed. Do not wear a big t-shirt to bed. It's not very attractive. Your man may not be able to tell you, your husband, but then, what would they do? You think it's nighttime and you think it's your home. You want to feel comfortable. You want to feel good. But listen, in as much as the home is yours, you don't have to be all comfortable. Remember, you are not living with your brother. You are living with your husband and your lover. So you have to do what you can just to keep that attractiveness going from the beginning of the marriage. Don't stop. Learn to dress neatly. Do not walk around the house with all stains and oil. When you cook, sometimes after cooking, you can perceive yourself and see you're smelling like food. It happens. Sometimes when I'm out of the kitchen, I smell my shirt and I'm smelling like food, crayfish and stuff like that. I have to quickly take it off. Either I go and have a bath or I take it off and touch up immediately with some perfume. Change the dress. Please, I am begging you. You have to look neat. You have to take care of your hair. Now, I see some women, because of responsibilities, the only thing you think about is how to make soup for the family, how to prepare this, how to stock the fridge. Have you ever stopped and thought about yourself? Think about your skin. Think about your hair. Think about buying some new things for yourself. Sometimes, if you don't take care of yourself, no one else will do that for you. And in some situations, some husbands do not know that they have to stop and think of, what does my wife needs? What does she really need? Maybe she needs some new clothes. Maybe she needs to make her hair. Some husbands do not even think about that. And I do not know why, but they should. But if you are in a marriage and your husband does not think in that way, please learn to take care of yourself. Do not spend all the money in caring for the family, in cooking, stocking the fridge. Remember that you need to touch up your hair. Remember that you need to change a few new stuffs, like some new clothes, a little bit of houseware, some 90s, some perfumes. These things that will keep your husband happy and make him feel attractive, to you. Please, you have to keep the attraction. You have to keep it really, really strong. And for you, husband, remember, you have to look good. You have to look good for your wife to come close to you. You have to smell good. You have to brush. You have to wear good, clean undies, clean shirts. Do not walk around the home looking all dirty and expecting your wife to look like a queen. It's a two-way traffic. So you have to, whilst you're coming on this side and she's coming on this side, and you both are looking fantastic, and everyone will feel satisfied. So it is not only the woman that has to look good. The man has to look and smell good equally for his wife to continue to feel attracted to him. So please, let's make these necessary adjustments in our marriage. Do not walk around the house looking like an old woman, looking like an old man. Learn to, still maintain that youthful appearance. And no matter how hard it looks, in as much as the children are sometimes a barrier, but you have to try to work harder. That is why you have to work harder, to have a bath. Work harder, to wash very clean. Wash your private area. You have to wash it as often as you can. Wash it throughout the day. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you have to do is wash your private area. Do it even if you've not had a shower, so that, you just feel clean within yourself. Touch up, apply something nice before you begin to walk around the home, so you don't have to end up smelling all sweaty. That is not going to be attractive. So looks are very important. You have to maintain it. You have to maintain it. When you don't look and smell good, your partner may not be sexually attracted to you, and you end up complaining. You end up thinking that they've changed or they found someone new. Maybe they don't know how to tell you, but please, let this video be something like an eye-opener. Let it awaken you. If you're sleeping, please wake up. You can buy yourself some inexpensive wig that you wear at home. Something not too expensive, but just to cover your hair and still look neat and put together all the same, rather than moving around looking tattered and expecting the man to understand. There's no money, so you have to understand. After all, you didn't give me money. Listen, you have to care for yourself. If you do not take care of yourself as a man or a woman, No one else will do that for you. So let this be like an eye-opener and a waking up call. Let all of us do what we can to look good, to smell good, and continue living happily with our partners. So this is something small I have for you today. I know that some of you are no longer in the lockdown. Some are still locked down. So wherever you find yourself, you have to keep working to maintain the peace and the love and the intimacy in your relationship. It's very important. Finally, if you do not smell or look good, your partner may not find it interesting to come close to you, to give you hugs, to give you kisses, to hold you. They won't feel like doing those things. So remember, the way you feel within yourself, that is the same way your partner feels you. So when you feel good and you are satisfied, know that your partner is equally admiring you. All right, see you next time. Bye-bye.